Liz the Little by Emily Zerker. A long time ago, in a taxi cab on a cloudy day, Elizabeth Smith was born. Liz was just like any other girl. In fact, she was exceptionally ordinary. Elizabeth was an ordinary first name, and Smith was a very ordinary last name. Even her middle name, Sarah, was ordinary. But one day, something not so ordinary happened to Elizabeth Sarah Smith. Her mother dropped her into the dryer. It wasn't poor parenting on Liz's mother's part. Liz had just had a bath, and she was slippery. Liz was moving around, like most babies, and Liz's mother was doing laundry, like most moms. But then Liz began moving around so much that she fell out of her mother's arms and into the dryer. Then Liz did what most wet things would do. She shrunk. When Liz came out of the dryer, she was no bigger than a pin. Well, that didn't stop Liz from growing. By the time she was 9, she was the size of a birthday candle. Whenever Liz's mom went somewhere, she would take Liz with her in her purse. Sometimes the purse was zipped, sometimes it wasn't. Normally that didn't matter. But then Liz fell, yet again. Liz had a habit of falling, out of her mother's purse. Liz's mother did not stop. She kept walking briskly down the street, not noticing that Liz was not in her purse. "So I will find my way home by myself. I can do that," Liz said aloud to herself. But that proved to be not so easy. She almost got stepped on several times. As the foot was coming down on her head, she thought, "This is the last time," and she yelled, "Hey, what's the matter with you?" An unattractive woman with a long pointy nose and stringy brown hair, pulled up in some sort of nest, looked down at Liz. She said to her, "Hi, sweetie, are you lost?" Liz looked at her in disgust and said, "What do you think I am, buying a pig? Of course I'm lost, you old coot." "Well, my name is Miss Ursula, and I was wondering, where's your mother?" Miss Ursula asked. "I don't know," Liz said, and started to walk away. "Wonderful," Miss Ursula snarled, her nose quivering. She made a sudden grab for Liz. Straightening up, Miss Ursula gave Liz a squeeze and smiled evilly. She then took a small wooden box out of her bag and put Liz into it. Next thing Liz saw was the orphanage lunchroom. A large woman with a name tag that said Lacey on it barked, "Eat!" then left. Liz looked at the cold, lumpy porridge in front of her. She ate it. Then Lacey told her to do chores. She gave Liz a list of chores to do. Liz did the chores. Then Lacey came in and said, "Get dressed." She handed Liz a plaid jumper, a black turtleneck, and black knee socks. Liz got dressed. Lacey then said, "Come." Liz came. "Stop." Liz stopped. She was standing next to a very tall boy who was whispering, "Pick me, pick me, pick me," and tapping his fingers together softly. Then Miss Ursula came in with a young woman that Miss Ursula called Marisa. Marisa was here to adopt a child. Liz decided she was going to escape this place if it was the last thing she did. So she ran across the floor and hopped onto Marisa's shoe. Marisa decided that she would sleep on it and left. As soon as the door shut behind Marisa and Liz yelled, "Freedom!" and ran until she bumped into a man. When she looked up, she saw that the man she had bumped into looked like a Native American tribe leader with his whole tribe standing beside him. And that was exactly who he was. After talking for a while with the tribe leader, or Theodore, he asked, "You help us? Wolves attack village. You get rid of wolves?" "Sure," Liz said. "I could do that." Theodore smiled. He and Liz shook hands. At 8 o'clock sharp, Liz sat on a kitten named Almond, equipped with a needle and a toothpick. Theodore yelled, "Go!" and Liz ran straight into a pack of wolves. When she saw the pack leader, she calmly walked up to him, poked him in the eye with her toothpick, and said, "Beat it." And the wolves did just that. When Liz got back, she was a hero. She grew 2 inches that day. She also decided to make the tribe her home. So Liz lived at the tribe until her 10th birthday. Then Theodore pulled Liz aside and told her the story of the Carrot of Wonderfulness. He then told her the story was true. Liz started packing at once. She was ready to go find the Carrot of Wonderfulness in about 5 minutes. Theodore told her the location of the carrot, which happened to be on top of the Empire State Building, and then Liz went to the nearest bus stop. Her plan was to ride the bus to the Empire State Building, but that plan failed when she got thrown off the bus on 57th Street for calling the driver a pickled prune. Liz sat on the sidewalk for about an hour before she had a brilliant idea. She could hitchhike. Liz stuck out her thumb. A hot dog vendor came over and said, "So you a hitchhiker, eh? Well, my name's Carl, and I'll be happy to take you wherever you want to go. Hop on, girlie." Liz climbed on gratefully. "Where to?" Carl asked. "Empire State Building," Liz said. Carl huffed and puffed as he pushed the cart up and down the streets of Manhattan. Finally, he reached the Empire State Building, but then Carl said something strange. He said, "See you tomorrow." Then he took the empty wine bottle, uncorked it, grabbed Liz, and put her in the wine bottle. Then he corked the bottle and left. Liz suddenly had an idea. In movies, Liz had seen people break glass with their voice. Liz decided to give it a try. On her third attempt, Liz succeeded. She jumped out of the bottle, walked over to the Empire State Building, and started to climb. Hoist yourself up onto one brick and then reach for the next. Hoist, reach, until Liz was about halfway up the building. As she was hoisting, Liz slipped. She thought, I've always dreamed about having super speed. Maybe those dreams came true. So hanging by one hand, 250 feet in the air, Liz decided to see if she had super speed. She started to run. She ran all the way up the Empire State Building, all the way to the top. And then she saw it, the Carrot of Wonderfulness, and it was being guarded by a zebra. A zebra? Liz asked the air. Really? Liz decided that the zebra was not going to eat her, so she walked under it and grabbed the Carrot of Wonderfulness. Then the zebra turned. The zebra started to run at Liz. But Liz jumped off the roof of the Empire State Building before the zebra got to her. Then, right before she hit the ground, Liz pumped her legs as fast as they would go. She hovered in the air for a moment, then gently dropped to the ground. The people who had seen Liz's jump looked at her like she had grown an extra pair of legs. What? Liz said. Do I have something on my face? Then a person started to clap. Then another, and another. Pretty soon, all of New York was clapping. The clapping made Liz feel good. It made her feel big. It made her grow. By the time the applause had stopped, Liz was the size of a regular 10-year-old girl. From then on, that's what Liz was, a regular.